We pick up the chapter now. Matter in continuation, it is vaporization. Vaporization is a physical thermal process of changing any liquid state to its own vapor state without the change of the average kinetic energy of the substance, or in other words, without any change in its temperature. That is the process called vaporization. So vaporization is a rapid process, is a violent process of changing liquid to the vapor state. For this thing, liquid particles, since they are already energetic, more energetic than the solid particles. So liquid particles, they obtain the hotness from the surrounding, from hotness from the sources, and they increase their kinetic energy, and in that doing, the temperature goes changing and changing and changing. Temperature goes increasing, but it reaches to the level from where it cannot change the temperature. Means the particles got the sufficient kinetic energy to be in the state of liquid. Further increase of the hotness in it, the temperature does not change, it rather the kinetic energy changes itself in order to overcome the force of attraction between the particles. That's why the kinetic energy changes itself in doing so. So temperature goes constant. At that temperature, liquid starts getting into the vapor state, because the kinetic energy of the particles becomes so high that it is too late for them to remain in the state of liquid, and it is too early for it to be in the vapor state. So there must be a stage between the vapor and the gaseous state. The moment it reaches there is a chance of kinetic energy not to be increased anymore. Then the temperature gets stopped. That time the vaporization takes place. That is the kinetic theory behind it. This is also called boiling of liquid. Boiling is also a physical process in which the liquid can start to the boiling state. It starts vigorously moving up and down. Liquid particles from the bottom moves upside, and then upside it comes down. Means there is always a continuation of the process of its movement. This boiling is also a cause, that is the vaporization. Also boiling takes place at the same temperature. So the boiling is also a kinetic process of liquids to be sent off in the state of the gaseous form. Boiling does have at a particular temperature. It is called a boiling temperature. That is called boiling point. The temperature at which a liquid boils. Say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, we say, this temperature. The moment normal water gets 100 degrees Celsius temperature, it starts boiling. Means it becomes in the vapor state. At that condition, water starts boiling. This is also a pressure phenomenon as well, because the boiling takes place at a pressure of atmosphere as well as the pressure of its vapor. Because I just now said, the liquid and gases at the time of changing their states, just at the beginning where it is coming to the vapor state, and at the time it is losing the liquid state, there is a threshold point. There is a point at which it is the step at which liquid particles have to jump up finally for the vapor stage. and that thing is controlled by the pressure. That's why the boiling point of a liquid can be defined more precisely as I speak. If possible, you can note it down. I'm repeating slowly. That boiling point of a liquid can be defined as the temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. I repeat, boiling point of a liquid can be defined as the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid can be equal to the atmospheric pressure. This shows that atmospheric pressure and the vapor pressure both equalizes at the point. That point, that temperature is the boiling point. That means if the pressure varies, vapor pressure varies, vapor pressure changes, there will be change in the boiling point of liquid. That's why boiling point is a fixed temperature at a fixed pressure. So here the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius at normal atmospheric pressure, 76 centimeters of mercury pressure at normal. If the pressure increases, boiling point increases. If the pressure decreases, boiling point decreases. That means it is our common experience, we hear people saying that it's difficult to cook food on a high altitudes or at the hilltops. People going for the traveling purposes of the hilltops and all, they feel difficulty in cooking their food or even boiling milk and all and liquid, just because the atmospheric pressure is relatively less than that in the normal, that on the plane normally. So vapor pressure is a factor that gives the effect of it to the boiling point. Similarly, vaporization point or boiling point both are same, that causes the vapor. That means this is the temperature at which the kinetic energy of the liquid becomes the maximum and reaches the threshold to be too late for them to remain with the liquid within the boundary. They simply jump out from there and come to the vapor state, and there they start getting the liquid boiled. That is the thing about the vaporization. We see here, there is in the next page, I believe it is page number 10. There is an experiment, everyone to take care, experiment. This experiment named as activity number 9, this shows that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, which is very common statement. The diagrams and all are very simple and easy, as we did for the melting point of ice, a melting point of wax, I believe we did that day. The same way it is, there is a beaker containing water. That thing is having a thermometer fitted on that, the Celsius thermometer. Just with the help of clamp and stand, it's standing. The bulb of the thermometer is right inside the water, and there it is kept on the wire gauge at the same time. A Bunsen burner is underneath and it is heated up. What you observe, as it started heating, you start your stopwatch and find as 30 seconds, 1 minute or time it lapses, there is slightly rise in temperature. Means kinetic energy keeps on increasing of the particles. So the temperature rises from the normal temperature. Suppose it started with a 20 degrees Celsius, it will go up to 21, 22, 23, 24 like that. It will go up. And gradually as the temperature rising up over a period of time, as the time passes, time lapses, the temperature goes rising because of the kinetic energy of the particles increasing for that. And on doing so, you will find some bubbles also started forming from the bottom to the top. The bubbles are actually the air particles or the gases dissolved in water that is entrapped by very thin lining or a very thin film of water particles. So that vapor also forms in the state, that is an air actually, pure air it is, or it is a gas which is just encircled and covered by a thin film of water. So that moves up. Don't think that that is a vapor coming. It is not actually a vapor. This is not actually a vapor. That time there will be some sound also you will hear. That is called singing of kettle. This technical word, singing of kettle. Even if you put some kettle on burner for your making tea and all, you will hear some metallic clinking sound at the time it is getting heated up. It is just because the particles which are just moving aside, they are pushing one another. So that way we say that the water started getting heated up from outside, kinetic energy increases and its temperature goes rising. On doing so, it reaches up to certain position where water will start boiling and the temperature will go rising up to 100 degrees Celsius, or it will stop, provided that your container or the beaker is wide open. It is connected directly with the atmosphere. That means at atmospheric pressure, normal atmospheric pressure, the pure water is boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. That is called vaporization. Now if that is closed, suppose your pressure cookers we are using, what is the science behind? In the pressure cooker we say food is cooked faster. This fast cooking is actually the utilization of the kinetic energy inside. That means the water which is getting boiled up, that water is boiling up not at 100 degrees Celsius but at quite high temperature. That means around 140 to 160 degrees Celsius it can boil. That means when the vapor is enclosed, it is not allowed to be moving out. That time the boiling will take place and that temperature will be higher. So water boils normally at 100 degrees Celsius at normal atmospheric pressure. This thing you must note them down and say what it is. Next is condensation, just opposite to it. The word is condensation. Condensation is the reverse process. Heat added means heat absorbed, liquid comes to the vapor state. When heat is withdrawn from the vapor state, it comes to the liquid state. This interchanging position of that is called condensation. So condensation is the reverse process of vaporization, that liquid started getting cooled by rejecting the hotness. As a result, the molecules which were abundantly moving in the vapor state start coming closer to each other because of the drop of the kinetic energy, and they started coming together, and as they come closer and closer, they may form the liquid in the state when their force of attraction is that much that the liquid state can be formed. That's why the condensation takes place. So condensation is a cooling process. The condensation also takes place at the same temperature. Condensation point is also 100 degrees Celsius, means steam condenses to water at 100 degrees Celsius. That time when it is getting condensed, the temperature remains constant, because there is no change of temperature there, because the kinetic energy is dropping there to come to, and that time the forces of attraction start growing, and that time the work is done, and for that purpose the point or the temperature remains same. So both these temperatures are same. Boiling point of